I'm ready. The scales are ready. The anglers done their job. Alex City, you guys ready to see how this all goes down? One guy's ready. Alex City, you guys ready to see how all this goes down? There we go. All right, well, the fun part about this is let's get ready to go, and I got a cool stat for our first angler coming up. We're going to bring him in 10-1. He just got married a few weeks back on this lake. He calls Sterrett, Alabama home. Let's welcome him up to the stage. Brady Vernon, 2-day total of 21 pounds and an ounce. 5 in the bag. We're going to see a lot of lead changes happen. You need 3-9, Brady, to take over the lead. Looking for 3-9. 9 pounds and 12 ounces, new leader with 3-day total of 30 pounds and 13 ounces. We may flip that hot seat. There we go. Your new leader, Brady Vernon, out of Sterrett, Alabama. Just got married on Lake Martin. All right, well, we're in the lead right now. The problem is you're 10th place, and we got 9 to go, but a great special week for you and a special place now.
Yeah, it's a very special place. I got to marry my beautiful wife, Taylor, right out there over in Dadeville on the lake. So this place is very special to me, but unfortunately I'm probably going to be keeping the seat warm for the next angler because he's a hammer. But I was already in 10th place today. I couldn't fall past 10th, so I just went and threw a buzzbait all day trying to catch a big one. It just never happened. So it was a fun week. Caught a lot of fish. Just needed a few more bigger bites.
Yeah, did Lake Martin, I don't know if it did or not. Did it fish like you expected it to normally in October? Because I will tell you, I do know the one thing is it's usually not this full at this point, right? I think a lot of rain made Alabama Power fill it up a little bit. Did you have to adjust, or did you approach it like usual, and did it produce like usual?
I mean, it somewhat fished kind of like the springtime, but the big largemouth just didn't show up for me. But every day kind of changed. There was a little something different every day, and just had to figure it out, and hopefully you figured it out in time. So
you mentioned your new wife, but again, been a long season. You're an EQ angler. You've been on that run with us since Okeechobee, Florida. So I know there's a lot of folks who got you here. Who do you want to say hi or thanks to?
First of all, Taylor. She was my biggest supporter. And then Wetumpka Marine, if anybody ever needs any graphs installed on their boat or even subwoofers, they can do it. And they also sell Camus boats, my favorite boat on the market. So, and then Camus Boats, 411 Kids Foundation, and Harrison Contracting. I couldn't have done it without all of them.
Definitely going out with a bang, a top 10. Congratulations again. Let's hear it for Brady Vernon out of Sterrett, Alabama. Have a seat. Enjoy it while you can. It's like you said, there was some good footage of a pretty big bass this angler caught earlier today. Let's welcome him to the stage. He's Elite Series qualified, too, out of Brooklyn, Texas. Dakota Ebear, 21-8 through his 2 days of fishing. 5 in the bag, Dakota. You need 9-6. Looking for 9-6. 11 pounds and 5 ounces, and Dakota Ebear moves into the lead. It's going to be a 3-day total of 32-13. Round of applause for Brady Vernon. It's the end of his season. Again, EQ angler and top 10 to end the season. And say hello to your new leader, Elite Series angler, Bassmaster Elite Series angler, Dakota Ebear. We'll hand these off real fast. And, they talked about it a little bit on live today. I'm going to lay out the whole season first, but you kind of pulled the plug on where you were and said, I want to go after the Elite Series and the Classic, and started off on an adventure at Okeechobee, and here at the end of the 9th event, we find yourself inside the top 9, and we're Elite Series bound, so it's been a great year for you.
Man, what a blessing. I first and foremost got to give all the glory to God, because it has taken a lot of faith through this process to stay confident, stay positive, because if you remember day 1 at Okeechobee, I was in almost last place, and then went out and caught a big bag on day 2, and it's just been so many highs and lows. I put so much pressure on myself to get back to the professional level of fishing, but I have to, more than anything, I have to give a shout out to all my friends and my family and my business partners that have stood behind me through this journey, because, it was a really risky move for me me to do that, and to start over basically with my career. So I really want to give a huge shout out to all of them for supporting me along the way.
Talking about this tournament in particular, that jig bite was really good today. You said you kind of keyed in on rock piles later in the day at the deeper part of the end of the points. So was that just something you stumbled upon, or find that in practice and kind of ride it through the tournament? How'd you get it done?
Yeah, that was really something I kind of stumbled upon today. I really fished every day differently. I just kind of went out, fished really freely, and just kind of, I'd get a bite, and I'd kind of go off on that tangent. And then I'd get another bite doing something else, and I'd go off doing that. And that's really when I do my best, is when I can fish free and just make decisions on the water, as we go, just reading the conditions. So it was a lot of fun this week.
It was a lot of fun, and you're going to occupy that hot seat. Have a seat. We'll talk about everything else later on, because we're going to be getting you back up here in a little bit to present you with your AOY check and your AOY medallion and all that, your EQ medallion and everything. All right, he's a former high school All-American, a former college angler, now turned EQ angler out of Winchester, Tennessee. Step on up, Mr. Kyle Palmer. 21-13 through your 2 days of fishing. 5 in the bag, 11-1, unseats Dakota for 11-1. 6 pounds, 15 ounces. Going to jump Kyle Palmer to third place. Going to be a good finish for him. Ending this season with a top 10. 28-12 through his 3 days of fishing. So, again, a great finish for Kyle. EQ angler, and let's hear it for him one time. Ending the season with a top 10. Nice job. No problem. Now, Kyle, I will tell you, I was talking to your dad, too. His dad's an EQ angler, too, Freddie, out in the crowd. But that one topwater bite you had about 3 feet from the boat was some great footage this morning on live.
Man, I hope it was. Unfortunately, that was the last good bite I got. I had 2 good bites today. I landed one and didn't the other. But, yeah, it was fun. It was a really fun week. This is an awesome crowd. Appreciate you guys coming out. First and foremost, just like Dakota said, man, I wouldn't be here without God. I wear this verse on my jersey. It's John 3:30. It says, "He must become greater and I must become less." And that's what this is all about for me. Things didn't turn out for me today, but you know what? We're sitting here on Championship Saturday, and we'll see how it shakes out. But real quick, I want to thank every one of my sponsors that are on this jersey. I could not do this without you guys. It's impossible. Could not afford to do it. And thank you, Bassmaster, for putting on a great event.
We had a high school tournament here in 2016. Were you in that one?
Yeah, I was. I think I ended up in the top 20 somewhere, but I don't remember anything about this place.
That's what I was going to ask you. That was where I was going with that. So we let you know on a Monday we're moving events. How do you, between Tuesday and Saturday, what did Kyle Palmer do in terms of research and breaking it down to be ready to roll out on Saturday?
Man, I came here kind of knowing what I was wanting to do, and that was cover a lot of water with a whopper plopper, as you guys seen today, and then early in the morning I was throwing a spinnerbait a little bit. This is just how I would fish back home on Timms Ford Lake. You guys actually were just there for the college bracket. That's my home lake, and that's how I would approach that. And this lake sets up a lot like that. So that's how I wanted to fish, and I got a couple good bites in practice, and that's all I needed to see, and that's what I stuck with throughout the rest of the week.
This will be your 5th check for the year. Been a long season, but a good season for you. Who do you want to recognize for getting you here?
Yeah, like I said, all the sponsors on this jersey. I want to thank my family and my girlfriend. They drove 4 hours today to get here, and my dad, obviously, he helps me so much. My mom and my dad, and you know, it's awesome to have 2 amazing parents that support you and support your dream, and that's what they are. But yeah, man, looking forward to next season. We'll see how it shakes out today, and all glory to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ again.
It's been awesome watching you, Kyle, all the way from high school to college now, turned pro to EQ. Good job. 3rd place right now. Again, just a reminder, all the high school anglers out there, he's done it. You can be the next one. All right, as we get ready to roll, Dakota's still hanging out. So let's welcome up our next angler. He's coming to you all the way from the country of Japan. Step on up, Yui Aoki. 21-14 through his 2 days of fishing. To unseat Dakota, Yui, you need 11 even. Looking for 11 even. 8 pounds, 8 ounces. 8 pounds, 8 ounces. Going to jump Yui all the way to 3rd place. 30 pounds and 6 ounces his 3-day total. So the Japanese elite qualifier angler, Yui fished all 9 with us this year. Going to be ending the season with a top 10. Fantastic season for him. And let's get loud for him one time. Nice job, Yui. got Kenna and Daisuke down there, too. Good to see you guys. All right, Yui. Good job this year. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good tournament, too. Good job.
Yeah, very, today is very tough, but I finished in the top 10 with Logan Martin Lake and Lake Martin. So, Logan Martin Lake, Alabama. Lake Martin, Alabama. So, Alabama is my favorite spot. Thank you.
And get with our friends at Alex City. They can sell you a house, new home, Alabama.
Please.
There you go. Hey, I'm working for you guys. Small finder's fee, and you can just pay it to B.A.S.S. That's fine. So we're working for you here. Do you want to say hello to anybody back in Japan in Japanese?
Yeah, Japanese. まずこうやって1年間通してアメリカでこうやってできるのもスポンサーとあとサポートしてくださる皆様、あと応援してくださる皆様のおかげです。本当にありがとうございます。でまだなんで僕はアングラーとしてもこれからもしっかり成長できるようにこうやって来年もアメリカを続けて、最高のアングラーになれるように頑張るので応援よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
All right, good job. Let's hear for Yui. And he said Alex City is awesome. We love Lake Martin. That's what he just said right there. But a great season. Hang on, Yui, wait. Here you go, Yui. Good job. And good finish. All right, this next angler, he may speak Japanese, but primarily English. He's had a great season. He is locked at second place in the Tackle Warehouse Elite Qualifier points. Punched his ticket to the Bassmaster Elite Series and wanted to make a run at this tournament. Let's welcome him up out of Idaho, Mr. Cody Meyer. Step on up. 21-14 through his 2 days.
I know 3 Japanese words.
3?
Daiwa, Evergreen, and Suzuki.
Nice. Very smart. 5 in the bag. Let's see if we can unseat Dakota. Close. 10 pounds, 6 ounces. Going to jump into second place. 3-day total of 32 pounds and 4 ounces. Just 10 ounces out of the lead. And Cody Meyer stamps the end of his season with a Bassmaster Elite Series berth. He's going to be second over here, Cody, in the EQ points. And he is moving on to the Bassmaster Elite Series. Nice job. You know, I do have to get a little aggravated at you, though. I didn't tell you. I couldn't tell you this because there's a rules violation, but I will tell you, being from here, fishing this lake, you weren't only doing what we do when we do it, you were doing it where we do it. So it was not, we didn't appreciate that, but nice job this week.
Yeah, man, this is an awesome lake, awesome tournament lake. I grew up fishing lakes like this where if you catch a 2.5 pounder, it's a really big fish, and it's all relative. It's like catching a 5 pounder on Gunnersville. So I love fishing here. I would love to come back for sure. There is a ton of bass in here. You guys, we fish a lot of places. Throughout the year, throughout my career, that you would beg for a 12-inch bass. So this place is full of them. It's got them. I just want to, thank Bassmaster, thank all my great sponsors. What a heck of a year! I'll tell you what, I'm definitely the old man here. It feels like in the bump tank and all this, all these young kids. So the high school, the college, definitely working. Just thrilled to go fish the Bassmaster Elite Series. That was always my dream when I was a kid, when I was 5 years old. I did the FLW Tour, the Bass Pro Tour, and I would trade it all to do the Bassmaster Elite Series. So just honor and proud. Hank, you do a great job. We really appreciate you this year, and heck yeah, man, I'm excited.
You don't have to leave the opens. You can still fish those too.
I'm going to still fish them. Yeah, I want to fish them with Tristan McCormick. We've had a great time. I love Wayne fishing, and I just love hanging around. Josh Butler this week, barbecuing and stuff like that after. That's what it's all about. I fish for so long. You go to a lot of these tournaments. You forget about how you did in the tournament, especially when you do bad. But you always remember the good times with your friends, your family, barbecues, stories. And that's what I look forward to. So I'm definitely going to be back doing those next year as well. But I'm just honored, like I say, to have this bass patch on now and be here and make the elites.
That's awesome. Yeah, along with him too. A lot of hammers in here. Good job. Let's hear for Cody Meyer. We're going to get you up here again in a minute. Here you go, Cody. Get your ticket. But a great job this week punching that ticket to the Elite Series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're still here. That does mean more money as long as you last here.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun today, and every spot's another couple $1,000, so I'm good with it. Yeah, that's hunting money.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're about to hit that off season, the hunting time. This is when all of the anglers go sit in trees for hours, so it's awesome. Let's go. Let's welcome up our next angler out of Cumming, Georgia, Paul Marks. He's also Elite Series bound. 22 even through your 2 days, Paul. 5 in the bag. You need 10-14 to unseat Dakota. Looking for 10-14. 9 pounds, 11 ounces, jumps him to third place. Going to be a great finish for Paul Marks and a stamp to the end of his year. He is Bassmaster Elite Series qualified, and now he is in third place with 31-11. All right, again, I feel like I'm asking the same questions, but what a way to end your season here with a top 10 and a ticket punch to the Bassmaster Elite Series.
You're not kidding. It was a really special week. The stars aligned for me out there, and I didn't catch them that good today, but I had a ton of fun.
I don't know if you guys are watching live, but there's some epic footage on your graph today. Some of them you would drop down, and it looked like 30 or 40 that would chase after your bait.
Oh, yeah, and they're really hard to hit. They're swimming so fast. I was throwing some really heavy stuff to hit them, and it would still take 4 or 5 casts to catch them or do anything, so.
The interesting thing they talked about a lot, too, I wanted to ask you this, is they talked about a lot of anglers were talking about the absence of bait or finding big wads of bait, but it looked like you were able to find some of those this week.
Yeah, I was. I kind of just found them in random places that they weren't before because they weren't in my other places, so I just go near there and start looking around, and they'd show up.
And then everybody knows you're an expert on Hartwell and Lanier, very similar lakes, so did you apply a lot of what's made you successful up there down here?
No, sir, not really. It's completely different. They don't really do that on Lanier, but figured it out. It's like some other lakes I know. So,
in a special year, who do you want to say higher thanks to?
I want to say thanks to everyone that's been behind me, all my sponsors, my friends, family, everyone that came. Roaming Shot, Sonar Pros, Phoenix Boats. My boat all year, I never had an issue. I always made it away in. It was good. John Meagle Chevrolet. I don't know how many miles I drove. Probably 30,000 miles for these.
We know minimum of 10.5, so that's what I had, but I think you're right. It's probably more than that.
Yeah, pre-practice in Minnesota and Wisconsin, and a lot of driving. It was crazy. So,
well, you ready? You ready to move on to the elites?
I think so.
Good job. Well, one more round of applause for him. Going to be a great finish. Here you go, Paul. Your ticket. All right, we made it past another one. Still here. All right, this next angler also from Georgia, former Bulldog. Come on up out of Monticello, Georgia. Byron Kinney. Division I angler only. He's had a good year. 22-2 through his 2 days of fishing. 5 in there to unseat Dakota. You need 10-12. For 10-12. 8 pounds and an ounce. Going to jump Byron up to 6th place with a 3-day total of 30 pounds and 3 ounces. Going to be a great finish for him. Again, fishing in this Division I with us this year. That was Okeechobee, Santee, Cooper Lakes, and here at Lake Martin. And he's going to be in 6th place right now. Nice job. So same statement. Good ending to your season. Finished strong. We kind of flipped it on you, right? We're going to Hartwell, then we rolled into Lake Martin, but you got it done this week. Nice job.
Yeah, it was a great week. This is just a great place to have a tournament. You know, I know a lot of these fish are smaller, but if you go out and you can catch, yesterday I caught 60 fish. If you can go anywhere and just get bit, that is just an absolute blast. It's been so much fun. My family's been here, so much support from them, so much support from my church and my friends, and I just can't say enough about all that. I lost my dad a couple months ago, and I know he would be here. I believe he's watching from up there, and didn't win, but that's what we come out here for. But ultimately, I'm a winner anyway because of my family, and most of all because of Jesus. So
had some fun. So that's awesome, and had some awesome topwater strikes. It just looks like it's just fun fishing. If you want to go fun fishing, this is a good place to go do it.
This is an excellent place, man. You can go do all kinds of stuff. You can chase bait, you can fish brush, you can fish docks, you can go through top water. Yeah, I had a few this morning that came up that looked good. But yeah, you catch again, like I said the other day, you catch like a 2.5 or something. That thing comes up jumping, like he was saying. It's like you're like, oh my gosh, it's a giant. That one I caught at the end of the day, it was like a 180, and I saw it it got caught around the post, and I was like, oh yeah, I was like, that's her. That's yeah. I went down to get her and everything. I was like, got down there, and I picked her in the boat. So. But yeah, it's great. Great place to fish. Everything around here was great. We had a lot of fun. Yeah, hope to come back. Look forward to next year, Lord willing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's hear for him. Byron Kinney, nice job. Former Georgia Bulldog. Here you go, Byron. Good seeing you, man. All right. Ready? Bobby's ready. He's already coming up here. I'm just stalling. Yeah, I think everybody knows. Everybody saw a pretty epic buzzbait bite today, except for you guys. Y'all going to have to check that out. Let's see how much it goes. Let's bring him up here out of Orlando, Florida. Bobby Bakewell, 22-3 through his 2 days. 5 in the bag. 10-11 is what you need. $13 pounds and 12 ounces, the second biggest bag of the tournament. 35-15 is 3-day total. Dakota Ebert, we'll get you back up here in a minute. A round of applause for him. And let's see this fish, the one that caught on the buzzbait earlier today, your new leader, Bobby Bakewell. All right, we got 4-9 right now, occupied by Will Davis. That's what you need to tie it. Anything larger, it's all yours. How about that? 4 pounds, 10 ounces, 410. And that's a funny story.
Yes, it is.
You want me to tell it or you want to tell it? I don't care. Yeah, you can tell it. So I'll set the stage. We'll take you back to La Crosse, Wisconsin, about 4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And a big bass.
Yeah, second day I weighed 17.2, which on that place is a dang good bag. I had a 5.2 smallie, which is a giant there. And, it was absolutely insane. I had a blast, and I thought that it was daily big bass, but it was tournament big bass. And Cody Stahl caught a 5.4 the final day, and it beat me out by 2 ounces, and it was a largemouth. I was like, come on, you beat my smallie?
The other thing to add to that, he called me on Friday. That's when we usually cut all the checks. Said, hey, can I come get my big fish check? I was like, we don't cut a big fish check yet because it could get beat tomorrow, and it did get beat. But here we go, getting a little bit of redemption here by an ounce.
Yeah. I needed it. I'm so glad that it did. Every ounce, hey, more money's better money. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it. A great season. This is right now we're in the lead 35-13 through your 3 days. Awesome catch there. You were in the hunt for the Elite Series. Going to fall a little short of that, but may go out of here a victor and punching that ticket to the Classic.
Yeah, that would be insane. I haven't even thought about it today, really. I ended up about 11th in points, and really didn't expect to have a shot at the Elites this year. I mean, making the Elites, that's crazy just to even talk about. But I ran close, had a couple events that put the nail in the coffin, but I knew this week if there was any chance I would have to either win or come in the top 10, and we did that. So we came in the top 10 at least for sure, and it's been a spectacular year, and I had a blast today.
Watching your reaction after you caught that fish on that buzzbait, which they replayed a lot, was fantastic. You're going to enjoy that when you see that footage.
Oh, gosh. I've already seen it once. I told Mark, my camera guy today, I looked at him and I said, did you get it? And he's like, buddy, I got it. And he's like, I was zoomed in and everything. I'm like, oh, God. And, I'm going to watch that clip 1,000 times, Buzzbait. I don't consider myself a buzzbait fisherman. I was very fortunate. Chris the 44 sent me a goodie pack from 44 Tackle. It overnighted me, and he's like, I said, I need some buzz baits. I said, that's the only thing I know to catch a good fish on. I'm probably just going to go throw it a lot. And he's like, what kind? I was like, I don't know. Just send me whatever you got that's good. And he did. And he sent me 3 buzz baits, and I went through all of them, and I went through all the toads he sent me. I usually throw a bruiser frog on it, and I ran out of those. I mean, I went through so many baits this week. It was insane. A ton of fish in this place, and I didn't expect to do good, but here we are.
Never been here. He said that multiple times and put it together pretty quickly.
Yeah, practice was awful. I caught 3 2-pounders all day. I mean, my whole entire practice, 5 days, and I caught 5 yesterday, and I caught 5 or 6 today. I mean, it was just I couldn't believe it. People always say that when it's your time, it's your time. I don't know if it is my time. I dang sure hope it is, but today was just awesome. Catching that big, and it's like, well, we got a shot now. Just made up our deficit. We just got to put something with it. And I went through a long dry spell for like 2 hours, and right at the end of the day, I caught a 230 or something like that, and then another 2-pounder from like 150 to 215. And in this place, a pound and a half is ginormous. So couldn't believe, and they were both on a buzzbait. I weigh every single fish today on a buzzbait. I couldn't believe it. But it was awesome.
Well, just in case you don't win, thank you. It's been a long season, EQ, and you're going to have you may be 1 point below. You could get to 1 point below Matt Adams, so I think you're pretty much locked for 11th. But out of 153, that's a fantastic year.
Yeah. I guess we just go do it again next year. The goal is obviously the Elite Series. I couldn't do it without my sponsors. I honestly, I'm a 26-year-old kid that just loves to fish, and I'm very fortunate and very blessed to have some loving people around me. The amount of people that reached out to me yesterday and was like, I'm going to watch live all day just to see you. And I had my buddies Emil Wagner and Andrew Loberg pull up on me today. And, of course, I didn't catch a bass the whole time they were there. but I got a great family. They actually came up for this one, avoiding the hurricane and getting to see me at the last one. And man, it was an awesome tournament, even though I did not expect it to be one.
I love the Kyle Patrick zing you had today on live too. That was great. Here you go. Have a seat right there. Yeah, don't exit. See, he doesn't know. He's never been there before. Go right there to that hot seat. All right, here's your problem. You're in the lead. We got the biggest bag of the tournament, which was yesterday. Also a champion, right, on Logan Martin. And then we got the third biggest bag of the tournament right behind him, and he lives about 30 minutes that way.
Yeah. If there's two guys to have behind you, they are not the ones you want to have behind you. But let's get this over with. Let's just end it.
I'm good. The weather's nice. Alabama won some way, somehow, but I'm good. We can chat all you want.
Oh, man. No, I'm ready to get this over with.
All right. Well, let's bring him up. He's already qualified to the Classic via Logan Martin victory. He has the biggest bag in the tournament so far out of Hayden, Alabama. Step on up, Josh Butler. 23-12 through Josh's 2 days. To unseat Bobby, you need 12-4. Looking for 12-4. 10 pounds, 6 ounces up to second place for Josh Butler. Going to be a good finish for him. Worst he's going to finish is third place. Again, all the way to second with 34-2. He's already headed to the Classic. Had a great season, Josh Butler did. First time over here with the Opens. Glad to have him this year. Moving on, went wire to wire at Logan Martin. Here he is in second place at Lake Martin. We said it earlier. If it's in Alabama and it's got Martin in the name, you got to like it.
That's a myth. No, I got lucky this week. I just went fishing, had a lot of fun, caught a ton of fish, and honestly, I just put my head down, went fishing like how I like to fish, fished a lot of boat docks, seawalls, and just junk fishing 101 in the fall in Alabama. It was a lot of fun.
The topwater bites were awesome this morning. I was driving down the road, and I feel like it was every cast almost.
It was every other cast there for about an hour, it seemed like. They were crushing it for sure. I just didn't have the size.
Well, it's been a special year. Won Logan Martin, head of the Bassmaster Classic, Fort Worth area, Ray Roberts, and had a good year on the EQs too. Took a little bit of a stumble up north, but still, nonetheless, was a great year.
Yeah, I know. It still stings. I'm not going to lie about it, but it's going to, make me go back hungrier than ever next year. So we're definitely going to give it one more shot and see where it takes us. But overall, it was a great year. We accomplished one of our goals. We won one, and we get to go to the Classic. I'm pumped about that.
All the folks who got you here this year, you want to say higher thanks to them?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank my work family back home for keeping the company going. I definitely couldn't do this without them. They're a godsend, and I just can't thank them enough for everything they do. My family, my wife, my daughter, and I would also like to wish Jesselyn a happy early birthday. She turns 16 tomorrow, so ready to get back, see her, celebrate with her, and we'll just go back, regroup, and start getting ready for next year.
Get ready for next year in that Bassmaster Classic. Let's hear it for Josh Butler, your Logan Martin champion. Here you go, Josh. And then there was one, the only angler to ever go back-to-back Bass Nation champion. He won at Lay Lake. But I would say if there's a home lake, it's probably this one that he's good at.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
On wire to wire so far.
Yeah. Another one you don't want to have behind you. That is for dang sure.
That was a bullet.
Yeah, that I'm glad we dodged that one. Now we got to dodge another one.
We're going to get him up first to talk to him. Come on up. Will Davis is welcoming him up. First angler to ever go back-to-back at the Bass Nation Championship. Also won a Bassmaster Elite Series event last year on Lay Lake, and we've gone wire to wire so far. Let's don't talk about that. But just, you know, I know this was probably you won back-to-back at Hartwell, so you're good there. But when you probably saw that we were coming here, I'm guessing you probably smiled a little bit because you've been fishing this lake all your life.
Yeah, it felt real good to come down here and get to fish. You know, I caught my first bass on this lake up in Jaybird Creek when I was probably 3 or 4 years old. With mom and dad, and you know, me and my dad shared some good times on this lake, and it felt real good to be at home this week, sleeping in my own bed with my wife and having a little girl there and all that good stuff. And me and my dad, he rode with me every day to the boat ramp, so and get to see my mom and all her good cooking. So it's been a blessed week. You know, Lake Martin today wasn't good to me. I didn't get one of them good bites, you know, that I needed. You got to have that here to compete. And, you know, 3 days on this body of water to catch 3 big ones there, or, you know, one each day is just so tough. And, you know, I was real fortunate to catch that 4.9 right out the gate the other morning, and it got me to where I'm at right now. But I just want to thank my sponsors, Bass Pro Shops and Nitro Boats, Mercury, Ben Coda, and Powerhouse Lithium, MMA rods, and there's some more straight-up mounts. But without them guys, I would not be able to do this. And you know, Davis Bait Company, they've been behind me since day one, and, you know, they're great products. I caught every fish I weighed in this week on his jig and spinnerbait. So if y'all go and support us local boys, we'd appreciate it. And, man, old Bobby over here, he's sweating it, ain't he?
He is. We can keep chatting.
Well, we can. I told him I had a 6-pounder in the boat.
Yeah, it was a big one. I mean, that buzzbait bite was even better.
No, yeah.
I do real quick. So I do want to just paint how Will got to where he was. He fished the Bass Nation, won a regional on Smith Lake, punched his ticket to the Pickwick National Championship. Won that. Victor at the Bass Nation Championship punches their ticket to the Bassmaster Elite Series. So that was 2 years ago. Fished the Bassmaster Elite Series last year and went on to win Lay Lake. And again, that worked out for you pretty well. And then defend it as a nation champion. You get your chance to defend it. Goes to Hartwell last year and defends it. The only angler to ever do that in Bassmaster history, to win back-to-back Bass Nation championships. So he is in history there in Bassmaster, and it's been a pretty good run so far. Already qualified for the Classic again this year, and you know, just by winning that qualifier at Smith Lake, look at what it's done for your career.
I know it. You know, I won down here at the state championship to get me there. So. Man, God has blessed me, and it's been a heck of a ride, and I hope I get to do it for many more years.
I think you're going to be around for a long time. All right, you guys ready to do it? You ready? All right, Bobby, step up right here. Come on. You're out of the hot seat officially. We got a Bassmaster Classic berth on the line. All right, he's gone wire to wire so far. Let's welcome him up to the stage. Out of Childersburg, Alabama, Mr. Will Davis. 24-9 through his 2 days. To unseat Bobby, you need 11.7. 8 pounds and 2 ounces, and that means Bobby Bakewell is headed to the Bassmaster Classic via champion here at Lake Martin. And you set out. We'll get that trophy here in a minute, but, you know, it had been a rough. We had Hurricane Milton. You're from Orlando, going through the area. You know, when I talked to you in La Crosse, I do want to talk to you real quick about this. You're like, all right, I'm headed to Hartwell. I don't know anything about Highland Reservoirs, clear water, and then we pulled that plug on you. You come here, same kind of lake, and here we are. We're going to be holding the trophy up at the end and punching our ticket to the Classic.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was actually really excited for Hartwell. I had a pretty good pre-practice, but I'm actually kind of glad we moved it now. But, I mean, honestly, I didn't really use anything I learned at Hartwell except for I actually did catch one of my 2-pounders on a fluke the first day. And, you know, that's one of the things I was doing on Hartwell in pre-practice. So I'm just glad that this one turned out.
Man, that's awesome. And, you know, you knew you had to give it your all to make a run at the Elite Series, and you finished first. You could not finish any higher, so you left it all out on the water.
I definitely did. Ended it with a bang. It was a blast.
Just the big one, Philip.
A lot of times I wear a headphone while I'm fishing, and today I caught that big one, and I couldn't even listen to music because my phone was just blowing up the whole time. I had so many notifications, it's insane. So I had to take a headphone out and just go. And man, I'm super blessed. I said that I was going to put it in God's hands today. If it was my time, it was my time, and I was just going to go have fun because this place is full of fish. And man, I guess it is my time.
Ready to hold that trophy up?
Hell yeah.
I'm going to introduce you to our Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Philip Johnson. He's going to hand the trophy off and watch it and hold it up. Bobby Bakewell, let's hear it for him, Alexander City. He's your champion, figuring it out with a big bag here on day number 3, punching his ticket to the Classic. Man, we are headed to the biggest show in fishing. A top 15 in EQ points. You know, not quite going to get you into that Elite Series, but still a fantastic year, your first year here in the Opens.
Grandma, we're going to have to make room for this one. Oh, my gosh, man.
Where's your dad? I know he's here. Where is he?
No idea.
Come on up, Mr. Bagwell. I got to get you up here. You were telling that story earlier today where you're like, you were checking on him. Did you tell the story?
Yeah, so as most of you know, Hurricane Milton hit Florida. I live in Orlando. It hit very close. A lot of my buddies in Orlando, we lost power, and apparently took out a fence at our house. And I texted him day one. I was like, you all right? And he texted me and he's like, we're good. And I looked up 10 minutes later. He come walking down the dock. And I was like, what the hell are you doing here? And he brought my grandma too. And man, what a week.
Celebrate with him. Let's hear it for the Bakewells again. They're champions. It's not just him. And how about that? One more time. Hold that trophy up. Bobby Bakewell, your champion here in Alex City. How about a little spending money? There you go. Hold that up. $26,933 going to Bobby. Step over this way just a little bit, Bobby. All right. Congrats. Go celebrate.
Yeah, I got news for you. I think we're going to Lanier after this, so I'm going to go catch some big spotted bass.
All right. Congrats. Let's hear it one more time for Bobby Bakewell. All right. Josh Butler and Dakota Ebear, don't go far. We got to get you up here. I hope he's still here. Sometimes they sneak out on us. We got some trophies to give you. All right, I'll tell you what. Are either of those here right now, Josh and Dakota? They may be loading their boats up. Oh, here comes Dakota. Where'd Philip go? Did he leave?
Yeah, he left, so I get the second place check and the second place trophy.
No, we'll just give you third place.
All right, whatever.
You're about to get another check in a minute for the EQ points.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I get a check for that?
Absolutely. We're about to give away $110,000.
I just knew there was $50,000 bonus for Nitro that Easton got, so congratulations to him. I really wanted that. Thanks.
All right, Phil, let's bring up third place trophy. And then we're going to go backstage. If you're watching on Bassmaster.com, verify the points, and give away all those dollars I was talking about and present you with our new class of elite anglers. Right there, Dakota, hold that up. Dakota Ebear finishing with a third place finish here with 32-13. Nice job. And we'll be right back. We're going to go verify the standings, so just hang tight for us. If you guys are leaving, and we hope you stay through this, but if not, Alex City, you guys have been fantastic. We're going to wrap it up here in a moment, but thank you guys again for hosting us for the tournament part, and we're going to put a stamp on the season here in a moment with the presentation of our elite anglers. Dakota said you left. He wanted your money and everything. Here, let's get a picture with you and Philip Johnson, our COO. 34-2, Josh Butler coming in second place. Nice job. And a good ending to the season, sir.
Absolutely. No, it was a great week. Phenomenal week, actually. Yesterday was a special day, and unfortunately just a little bit short, but, congrats to Bobby. He definitely earned it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And another classic berth going to the Open Anglers. Good job, Josh. All right, now we're going to step backstage. We'll be back here in a moment. All right. We are ready. Ready to make it official. Last year we introduced you to 9 elite qualifiers, and every last one of them qualified for the Classic this year. They all were inside the top 40, so I expect the same out of this next rookie class. It's almost like a graduating class to go on. So it's our honor and privilege, guys, to congratulate each and every one of you on a hard-fought season, well-deserved, and we are about to make it official. We're going to go 9-10, or 9-1, 9-1. Out of Canada, our first Canadian through the elite qualifiers. If you want to make your way up here, step on up. Guys, get closer. It's Evan Kung, Pickering, Canada, 1,463 points, 282 pounds and 1 ounce through his full field days, and $4,500. Again, we're going to give away over $110,000 right there. Again, thanks to Philip Johnson, our COO, being here to present these guys. And don't leave. We'll hang around. We want to get a picture with all 9 after this. You can go celebrate right now, Evan, but in a moment we'll get everybody back up, so don't leave. A big move. He came into this tournament in 10th place. He was tied in points for 9th, but via the tiebreaker, it had him in 10th. And he got it done, and he moved all the way up to 8th place out of Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas. Former college angler, former high school angler. Come on up, Bo Browning, 1,466 points. And $5,000 going to Bo. There we go. Again, let's hear for Bo Browning. Nice job. In 7th place with 1,494 points out of Brooklyn, Texas, Dakota Eber. Step on up, getting it done. $6,000. I told you we were going to get some more money today. Dakota taking a gamble, rolling over here to the bass side, and we are glad you did, sir, and you're Elite Series bound. There you go, $6,000 to Dakota and that Elite Series medallion. Nice job, Dakota. He says Grant, Alabama is his home now, but he is originally from California, and he will always be a Californian to me. Step on up with 1,495 points. Andrew Loberg. $7,000 for his 6th place. Nice job, Andrew. Congratulations. That is yours, sir. In 5th place with 1,505 points out of Marietta, Georgia, Emil Wagner. Step on up. $8,000 to Emil. And moving on to the Elite Series. Another Georgian out of Cumming, Georgia. Just had a top 10 here at this tournament. 1,512 points. Paul Marks, step on up. $9,000 to Paul. And it is official, sir. There's your Elite Series token. In 3rd place, his parents were a nervous wreck yesterday. He's a 3-time Bassmaster High School champion, a Bassmaster High School All-American, a college national champion, a college Team of the Year angler, and now he is a Bassmaster Elite Series angler with 1,516 points out of Birmingham, Alabama, Mr. Tucker Smith. $10,000 to Tucker as well. Congratulations, Tucker. You heard him say it today. He's won over $1 million in the sport of fishing. But he wants to be nowhere else than the Bassmaster Elite Series, and he has done that out of the state of Idaho with 1,591 points. It's Mr. Cody Meyer. And $12,000 going to Cody. Let's get Philip in there. There we go. All right. And without further ado, if you guys don't know his story, I'll try to tell it to you very quickly. He is your defending college bracket champion. That got him burst into the Bassmaster Opens. He attends Montevallo University, or attended and graduated from Montevallo. But right before that tournament, right after the college national championship, he won the Team of the Year. He had a medical scare, had to have emergency brain surgery, and got that done and barely got it all cleared before he could get into that college bracket. And once he did, he was off and rolling. He won that, punched his ticket to the Classic, punched his ticket to the EQs, and then he dominated in a big way. He won 2 Opens this year, and he is going to be your Angler of the Year. He's won over $145,000 already this year with 1,606 points. Let's get loud for your Tackle Warehouse Bassmaster Elite Qualifier Angler of the Year out of Grand Rapids, Minnesota, a graduated Montevallo angler, Mr. Easton Fothergill. Two-time Open champion, defending college bracket champion, and now your Tackle Warehouse Elite Qualifier Angler of the Year. And what a special year it has been, Easton.
It just don't feel real. I don't know how all this happened, but, you know, all day yesterday I was thinking about how just, a couple of years ago I was a young kid in the parking lot, and I actually met Cody Meyer when he was on the MLF side. He came to my hometown in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, and I was just that little kid walking around looking at all the cool boats, just thinking how cool all that was. And just to think about yesterday how it's me and him neck and neck for AOI now, it's crazy how all that happened, and I can't believe it.
I mean, you think about it, just what you went through last year to get to this year, and again through that college series, repping all these brands. You got a Toyota Tundra to use for a year, which you put to full use, a fully rigged Nitro Z20 to use for a year, burst into all 9 Opens at no cost, $7,500 to cover your expenses for the year, or some of your expenses, not all of them. And here we are exiting. To say you took full advantage of that package is an understatement.
Yeah, it's every day this open season I've been just thankful of, to even be here, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that college classic bracket tournament. I wasn't there financially. I wouldn't be able to do it yet. So just so grateful Bassmaster provides the opportunity for us college kids to chase our dreams, and I was lucky enough to be that kid this year, and I took advantage of it, and I'm excited the next college classic bracket winner, Dylan, I'm excited to see what he can do with it. And yeah, it's a life-changing tournament. I'm just so grateful for it.
Well, you ready for something else?
I'm ready.
Well, courtesy of White River and Bass Pro Shops, White River Marine Group, they upped their contingency to offer the Tackle Warehouse Elite Qualifier Angler of the Year $50,000 as long as you were contingent, which you are, running a Nitro and a Nitro White River branded boat. And we, on behalf of Bass Pro Shops White River Marine Group, we want to welcome up Miss Lauren Garza up to present that check. $50,000 more headed to Easton Fothergill on top of the 45. I don't have anything else. I can comp your Wind Creek entrance, for $5 a day, but outside of that, unbelievable. Unbelievable is the word I keep thinking about when I think of your story and what you've turned that into this season.
It's just to go from the ultimate low that I was at in that hospital bed, and just from then on, just go up and up and up, and it's crazy how everything worked that way. And just from that moment, everything's gone so right. Nothing's gone wrong. From it's almost a year ago today when I won the classic bracket, and just the year I've had since then, I can't believe it. It's unbelievable.
I got a lot. I got a proud mom, proud dad, proud parents. Anybody you want to say hi or thanks to?
Just thanks. I got a bunch of my family here. They came from Minnesota to see this happen, and just thanks to them. Thanks to my girlfriend. She surprised me from law school, and it's just all the support from back home means the world to me.
Have you started breaking down the Elite Series yet?
Not yet. Now that I'm qualified, I can start doing that. Start doing some research. So I can't wait.
We'll say you got about 100 anglers that probably are not happy you're headed there, because you are going to be a serious threat this year.
I sure hope so. That's a whole new caliber, but I'm excited to work with them and build friendships at that level. Guys I've idolized my whole life, and to actually be able to talk to them face to face, I can't wait.
He is your Angler of the Year. Let's hear it one more time for your tackle. Oh, we got the trophy and the real check. There you go. One more presentation. Philip, get back in there one more time. And Philip has the real check. And hold it up, Alex City. He is your 2024 Tackle Warehouse Bassmaster Elite Qualifier Angler of the Year, Easton Fothergill. Getting it done. Cody Meyer didn't make it easy, but you got it done. There you go, sir. Thank you. Congratulations. Father Gills, congratulations to you guys. And I won't be seeing you next year. So that's it. It's a sad day. Sad day, but a happy day. And again, want to thank everybody. Easton forgot his medallion. You know, there's a big machine you have to put that into to get you into the Elite Series. But again, I sincerely mean this. On behalf of all our sponsors, we could not have done it without you. On behalf of all our anglers, we could not have done it without you. Again, a fantastic season, a record-breaking season in many ways in terms of impressions and television views and .com views and attendance. And these Opens just continue to elevate themselves. And again, it's all due to our sponsors, our team, and our anglers. And we cannot thank you enough for it. The staff has been fantastic. We've tweaked the format a little bit. Expect some more announcements coming out in the next week. And again, congratulations to our rookie class again. Pay attention to the website. And that's a wrap for 2024 St. Croix Bassmaster